Just talk about this week. Obviously, you got two pretty good teams coming in here. What's kind of your mindset going into the series against Yale and Brown?
I mean, we can draw some confidence on how we played against them at their place. We had leads in both those games and actually gave them both up. But I thought we had two pretty good games against them, and we know that Yale's a real skilled team, so that's what we're focusing on right now. And we're just gonna have to take care of the puck defensively and not give them any turnover rushes. So that's something we'll focus on here this week.
All right, taking a step back, just we're 3/4 of the way through the season now. You've had all that time to be as a team captain. Have you had any time to reflect on what it's been like this year? Being a captain, has it been different now that we're 3/4 of the way through here?
I haven't really thought about it too much, but yeah, your role definitely changes if you're one of the captains as opposed to just being a player on the team last year. I think Kyle, Greg, and myself have done a pretty good job being leaders, and it's just something going forward that you got to lead the boys any way you can, whether it be off the ice or with your performance on the ice. So that's something we got to continue working on.
Now, looking at these last 6 games here, the team could finish anywhere from like 2nd to 10th. Does that heighten the focus of these last few games? I mean, in years past, there's been more of a, down the stretch, been more of a narrow window where the team could finish. But knowing that, hey, like there's any team could finish anywhere, does that heighten the focus coming down the stretch here?
For sure. We all know every game's really important, but we're taking it one game at a time. Everyone knows we've got 6 left, and then from there on out, you never know what's going to happen in playoffs. But we're taking it one step at a time. We're just working on things that are going to make us ready for playoffs. So in each game, we're just worried about bringing our best and making sure that everyone's ready to go for playoffs.
Now, what do you think some of the keys are coming down the stretch? Obviously, coming off a weekend, swept up in the North Country. What do you think some of the keys are for the team to improve on?
I think it's tightening up our D zone. We seem to be giving up some goals that last year we didn't, and the other thing would be working on our 5-on-5. Our power play and penalty kill has been pretty good. It's kind of struggled a little bit of late. The penalty kill giving up a few that we haven't in the past, but that 5-on-5 is, especially when it comes down the stretch in playoffs, you don't see a lot of power play and penalty kill opportunities, so you got to be a good 5-on-5 team.
Now, for you personally, I'm sure you were made aware at some point that you tied Lane Cafaro's record for most points by a defenseman here. What does that mean to you? Is that just a kind of a blip for you, or does that mean something for you, knowing that you tied one of the?
It's nice. When I was getting recruited here, the coaches were really high on Lane Cafaro. I never actually got to see him play, but from what I heard, he was a great defenseman, so it's an honor to be mentioned in the same breath as him. But it's really just a testament to the teammates that I've had. I've had some real good players that I can just get them the puck, and they seem to do the rest. So I've been fortunate to play with some really good goal scorers.
And lastly, what do you think this team's ceiling is? Obviously, we're at a critical juncture here in the season, but what do you think? Obviously, there's a lot still in front for this team to accomplish, and that they can accomplish. But where do you see this team going forward?
Well, first off, I think we've battled some adversity here that in years past we haven't really had. It's kind of been a little bit more smooth sailing down the stretch, but this season's been a lot more up and down, and I think that's going to really pay off for us when it comes to playoff time. We can draw on some of the experiences we've had this year that have made us stronger and tighter as a group, and I think that'll really pay off in playoff time.